chew with you about today, anything that you want to talk about, but we want to help you to feel what your point of attraction is and what to do about it if your point of attraction isn't what you want. And you know how you know whether your point of attraction is what you want or not? You're living it. It's how you feel, but it's also how you feel is sort of pre-manifestation, and what manifests is post-manifestation. But you have so much more control than you realize over what comes to you, over the memories that you recall, over the fun that you have, over the people that come to you, over the ideas that come, who rendezvous with you where. In other words, the law of attraction is the most precise matcher-upper. And everything in your world exhibits that. Whether it is everything in your physics, everything in your geology, everything in your medicine, in your physical apparatus, everything is managed by law of attraction. And you can manage how you enter the field segment by segment if you decide you want to. You don't have to. You're doing all right. When you know what you don't want, you know what you do want, and it's like a stick with two ends on it. And the more you know what you don't want, the more you ask for what you do want. And here's the thing that you may not be aware of. Every time you know what you don't want, and you put those marbles in your bag, you know what happens? You launch marbles into another bag that's in the vortex of what you do want. And your inner being gathers them up and focuses upon them unequivocally and never-endedly. And the cooperative components to everything that you've asked for are gathered, and there it is, ready for you to let it into your life experience. But you got to match the marbles that are in the good bag with the marbles that are in the bag you're holding. You got to look for what's in there, and there are only what you would call wanted marbles in that vortex bag, because it is vetted by your inner being, who will not, really cannot, because the law of attraction has been working as a clarifying system for so long. Your inner being is source energy, love, and well-being, and abundance, and clarity. So when you put things in your marble bag that match that, ooh, you got a good thing going. So that's our story, and we're sticking to it. What do you want to talk about? Some things. This is going to be a wonderful day. Begin right here, second row. What's new?
Hi.
We are.
I wish I was. Okay, wow, second time and the opener for both times. That's crazy. I love that.
Well, a lot of them are happy. A lot of them hate your guts.
Sorry.
Did you just want to get up here to show off, or do you have something you want to talk with us about?
I do have something to talk about.
That's really good, because we're getting ready to throw you out.
Oh, sorry. No. Love y'all. So last time, I had that.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. This time, what I want some clarity on is I'm kind of scared of specificity. Like, I'm scared of being specific about what I want out of fear that, well, the more specific I want, the more resistance I'll put in, maybe, kind of like...
Well, here's the thing.
Okay.
If you're scared, what kind of things do you think you're putting in your bag anyway?
Oh, okay. I'll see where this is starting.
Here's the thing that we would like you to consider. The law of attraction is really responsible for how general or specific you are. Let's say you've been ragging on something that you don't want, and you've been thinking about it, and you've been remembering it from before, and the people around you are talking about it too. And the more you focus there, the more specific you are able to become, because the law of attraction is gathering up more of the details that is making you just a brilliant genius person about this subject of things you don't want. So rather than blaming yourself for being specific, let's give the credit or blame, however you want to call it, to the law of attraction, who is responding to your vibrational output. So if you can just decide that you just want to feel good, and that you're going to reach for more things that do feel good, the specifics will take care of themselves. The specifics were what Esther was trying to find words for, of the mercury blobs becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. In other words, the more attention you give to any subject, the more attraction power it has. And the more attraction power it has, then the more details it brings to you about that. Specificity is a wonderful thing because you are fascinated with things. And so when you get on a vibrational rant about something and it's one that feels good, that your inner being has already gathered up a whole bunch of cooperative components, those are the specifics that you now have access to. So you're not out there as a specific finder. You are a specific attractor based upon a decision to feel good and looking for things that do feel good as best you can, as much as you can.
How do I apply that to like jobs?
Talk to us a little more fully.
Okay, so I have an education, formal education, but my resume kind of sucks. And I'm at a point where...
Now listen to those marbles. Clink, 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 clink. I'm not good at this, and yet I'm going after it. Take a nap. My resume sucks. Tear it up.
But because... Okay, here comes the buts. But because... I don't know what to say now. It's like I'm realizing. Okay. I'm realizing like little by little the things I do want to do when it comes to work. You know, just for the sake of paying bills, right?
Have you ever been here before?
I have.
Have you ever heard anything that we've ever said?
Yes.
Do you know about the law of attraction?
Yeah. But this topic.
Do you know about focusing?
Yes.
Do you know that there are wonderful things, work-related, abundance-related, in your vortex that you are depriving yourself of with almost every word you're speaking right now because you're talking in opposition to your vortex? Now, how did the marbles get into your vortex? You tell us, briefly. What's going on? Do you have a job right now?
Yes.
What is it that you hate about it?
I guess it's not like a glamorous type of job that, you know, that I can be like, oh yeah, I do this and feel kind of
and
proud.
it's all about what other people think, yeah?
Yes, it has to do with that. I'm not gonna lie, I have to be honest about it, yeah.
Well, you don't have to be honest. The law of attraction just makes you be honest.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to tell us you're honest because the law of attraction will not let you attract apart from how you feel. So sometimes it helps to acknowledge that that's how you feel so that you can deliberately choose. But what are the most important components of work?
Well, getting paid well, feeling good in the job.
Getting paid well, that's satisfying. Feeling good, why would you feel good?
Support, you know, having a supportive team.
Well, you have a supportive universe,
Okay.
and you have marbles that are attracting, and nobody can support you around your marbles. So if we were standing in your physical shoes, we wouldn't be looking for that flimsy, fickle human support. We'd be looking for the energy and the clarity and the empowerment that the universe brings to you, and we'd stop worrying about what those who have nothing to do with your thriving, and we would start focusing on what has everything to do with your thriving, which is your way of looking at things the way your inner being does. So if your inner being were telling the story about this job search, what do you think that story would sound like? We're going to tell you. It would sound like this. This is a really good guy who's lived a lot of life and put a lot of marbles over here in our bag. And we've been focusing on it, and there are a whole lot of cooperative components that have been gathered. And this is a wow sort of scenario that if he would just chill and stop complaining about what he thinks is and let what really is flow to him, a whole lot of in-the-moment epiphanies would be happening to him, and he'd be having a whole bunch more fun. So we think that you started out with the perfect question or the perfect statement. You said you're fearful of your specificity.
Yeah.
That's a word that Esther practiced a lot. That's a hard word to say, specificity. Specificity, specificity, specificity. Because the specifics of what are coming to you, every one of them, you have considered and evaluated and sifted through and formed a I don't want, I do want, I don't want, I do want, I don't want, I do want. And even when, especially when, always when you know what you do not want specifically, you also, at some level of your being, know what you do want specifically. And so this is the thing that we so want you to feel, is that life is really serving you, and everything that you've worked at has served you, and the good days have served you, and the not so good days have served you, and the people you like to work with are serving you, and the people that you really wish you never had to see again are serving you. Aha. What is over here in this vortex. You'll hear more as we're moving forward. You'll hear a lot more as we're moving forward, because you just can't get around it. You have a point of attraction, and it's attracting even every thought. It attracted every idea that you presented to us just now, because you're sort of down on where you are and wanting it to be better, but you can't get to a better place when you feel like that. Well, that doesn't seem right, does it? Oh, so here I am. I don't have enough money. And I'm stuck here. No, you're not stuck there. Just stop beating the drum of it. Just stop activating. Just stop sending out a vibration about it that's just bringing more back and more back and more back and more back and more back. Look for things deliberately where you are.
And talk about those things more.
It doesn't matter if you talk about them or not, but you want to focus on them. Years ago, we offered a process called My Book of Positive Aspects, where you take a page, and it can be a person, it can be an experience, it can be a job, it can be anything, and just take your best shot at writing the positive aspects. Because when you look for aspects that feel good to you, you're sharpening up your bag of marbles. And when you do that, the law of attraction will not let you down, and you will have a conscious awareness that you just did that. I it in my bag on purpose, and almost as soon as I turn around, something reflects that. And when I'm aware of it, I'm empowered. But if you're just running around talking about things you want and things you don't want and how things are and how you'd like things to be, then you've just got such a mixed bag going on that it feels like it's chance, or it feels like somebody else is doing it, when nobody else is doing it, not ever. It's all 100% you, 100% you.
I guess this is just, it's one of those topics that just feels like almost Mission Impossible for me. And I hate it. I don't even like talking about it because of it. But that's why I brought it here, because I'm like, I know Abraham will have, I don't know what I'm doing then.
Yes, you do. Stop it.
Okay, I do.
You know exactly what to do.
I do know.
What kind of marbles do you want to put in your bag? Don't you want your marbles that are in this bag to match up the marbles that are in that bag? What do you think's in that bag? What do you think your inner being is focused on your behalf? Because it only collected the good stuff. It didn't collect any of that stuff that you just spewed. What's in there? More money, more opportunity, more rendezvousing with more people, more ideas exploding into the room, more fun every day, more free time, more time to do what you really want to do, more freedom to choose your projects. Now see, but you took the other end of it. You know what you have?